Hi, Grant Denny here. I'm a long-time proud member of the Pacific Boating team, but I thought instead of rabbiting on myself, we'd talk to some real members who get the benefits of Pacific Boating and just find out what it's all about. We've actually got with us Marcelo and his wife Stella now. How does Pacific Boating work out for you? What are the advantages?
Look, it's been great as far as what our expectations were before coming into Pacific Boating. I guess we were like anybody, where we're a little bit hesitant, thinking, well, is it really going to be as simple as they promote it to be? And it has been exactly that. We get there to the marina, we walk on the boat, everything's prepped, ready to go. We spend a full day out on the water, and then when we come back, we simply get off, hand them the keys, and let them do the rest of the hard work.
It's the full rock star experience.
Pretty much.
Turn up, you go, where's my boat? And you hand it back dirty.
Definitely.
And empty.
Yeah.
And the wife doesn't have to clean it.
Big bonus there.
And that really just allows you to maximise a full day's boating and really get the most out of your experience, doesn't it?
It does. I think for people that haven't owned a boat before, that you don't really realise how much effort goes into maintaining, cleaning, and just getting the boat ready for a day out on the water. So to have that all done and squared away with before you even get on really does make it a lot easier, and it's a much more enjoyable experience.
Now, your time, Paul, you know, you're a go-getter, so you run your own business, and that's why you really do need to squeeze the most out of the time you have. Is that why this system works better for you? Have you owned a boat in the past?
We have. We've actually owned a boat for the last 10 years, and it's one of those things where you always try and plan your day out to get the most out of the boating day, but you inevitably find that most of that time is spent into things that aren't out on the water enjoying it. You know, it's preparing all the equipment on the boat, making sure that everything's ready to go for the day. So definitely, as far as our time restraints go with this type of membership, pretty much there are none.
And time is so precious to all of us these days. The last thing you want is those precious few hours to be spent cleaning, tidying up, refueling, emptying out the toilet, because even your best friends tend to skedaddle at the end of a hard day, don't they?
Exactly.
They do.
Even their best intentions, it's hard to find all hands on deck when it comes time to looking after the boat.
And look, admittedly, the Pacific Boating crew are always there to do that. And I guess the best way to describe it, the experience, is that they really do want you to have the perfect day out on the water. So the level of customer service from our perspective has been unbelievable. They really do make you feel like, you're the VIP for the day.
Stella, tell us, with the family, what's the best thing about being a part of the program and the experience you get out of it?
I think having a boat that's large enough to fit the family and comfortable enough to fit the kids, where they can run around and enjoy themselves, and it's small enough to navigate, so I can actually grab the wheel and take the boat if I need to, rather than relying on Marcelo. So it's not fearful for me to actually be present on the boat and assist.
What kind of experience do you get on Sydney Harbour as a waterway? Tell us. If people haven't had that opportunity before, tell us what it's like.
Look, nothing beats Sydney Harbour, and if you haven't seen Sydney by the water, I don't think you've seen Sydney. So there's lots of nooks and crannies that we can actually go in and have a look at. There's actually a lot of waterways where the water's quite shallow, so the water's like being up at the Great Barrier Reef, where it's only maybe 1.5 metres deep. You can see the sand, the water's crystal clear, you can see the fish. It's just beautiful, and you really do feel like you own a boat.
Yeah, obviously you nearly do, because you're on it all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that's the benefit of membership maybe versus, say, particularly the share systems, is you're on a tight roster. You have to wait weeks and weeks for your turn. This, you have full flexibility, like a golf club membership. You can just come really when you want.
Yeah, definitely.
So the $1 million question is, would you ever own a boat again?
Never. Never.
It's that simple.
That simple.